Hello everyone, it's me Sky, back with another video. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. So I have been getting some comments since I've started doing Rocket League videos, right? And they've been asking me, like, how to rank up? How did I get GC? Is there any tips you can give me that can help me get ranked up fast? And in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how I hit Grand Champ at 1200 hours. And yes, for some of you guys who are newer to the game, you might think 1200 hours would be an insane amount to play the game and like get GC. 1200 hours is one of the earliest times you can hit GC. From most GCs nowadays, hit GC first when they were around between 1500 hours to 2000 hours. First off, I'm going to tell you guys what playlists I played and what I focused on. So basically, all I'm going to do is break down each playlist for you guys so that you guys can figure out which is the best for you to start maining. Okay, so basically all you need to know on which game mode you should play is 3s has team play, 1s has it builds your mechanics, and 2s is a mix of those, so you do get some team play, but you do get to build your mechanics. If you want to build your skills fast, I would play 2s. That's what I did, and that's how I got a lot better faster. But if you want to like rank up fast with like teammates and stuff, I'd play 3s. If you want to solely work on your mechanical skills, play 1s. I personally picked 2s because that's what helped me rank up a lot faster. So aerials are one of the more difficult things. Reading aerials is the hardest because try to like figure out where the ball is and how to hit it and get your car into that position to hit it perfectly. Ooh, that was close. But there are some like techniques I use for aerials. Number one is the best way to like get up fast, and say if the ball's like way up here, try to like aerial like get to there fast. So jump, turn your analog stick back, and then boost, and then jump again to get more height. I do it faster, like. That's kind of lame, but you get the picture. Something like that. The next mechanic that you need to learn is definitely dribbling. It is essential. In the higher ranks, it's so needed, right? You do not know. If you can learn how to dribble at, like, say, high plat, low diamond, you will rank up so fast. It'll be insane. If you can get consistent at dribbling in the lower ranks, you'll rank up so fast. The next one is flicking. It is probably one of the easiest ways to score in the higher ranks. Sometimes if you can flick consistently, then you'll score so many times. My friend Lane, his Twitter's right here, make sure to go follow him, you know, give him some clout, you know, had to, why not? He taught me a lot of stuff about this game, kind of coached me on some stuff, and he's helped me improve. He's taught me so many like good things about flicking and how to do it. I'm not really good at it, but all you really need to do to like get good flicks is, or just to like start flicking, try to dribble. Or, well, you need to learn how to dribble first, but basically, like, start dribbling, and then jump, and then do a flip, right? Now you're saying, Sky, it's not staying on the top of my car, how do I get it to, like flick, and not just, like, do, like, for example, like that, right? Basically, there's a difference when you jump. Number one, a quick jump is when you tap your jump, right? It's a little jump, right? It's tiny. It's like, you barely go up. Oh. Interesting. Okay, and the next one is slow. You hold down jump like this, right? You go a lot higher. So instead of what happens when you first start flicking is most people like me, for example, didn't know there was a difference between one jump and like a quick tapping jump and holding down jump. What you do is you hold jump, right? And then when you hold jump, you stick with the ball longer, and then it allows you to get that flick. Out of just learning how to do a basic flip or a basic flick, you can learn a whole bunch of other flicks. I'm not going to attempt them because I will just be I'm trash at flicks, right? So we're not gonna mess with them. The last one is wave dashes. Wave dashes are super important. I've actually done a wave dash video in the past, so if most of you guys probably already know that, you've seen that video. It's when you jump, save your other jump, but you jump, hit the back wheels first, and then once the back wheels hit, you flick into it, or no, you flip into it, right? Then you get a lot of speed quick, and you don't do it like that. But you can do it a whole bunch of different sides and like ways in it. Basically, if you have no boost, it will give you speed super fast. Next one is video settings, camera and video settings, and how to get more powerful shots. For me, it took me a long time to like learn how to get like super powerful shots. How I learned how to do it is these are my camera settings, and if you take a quick glance at these, you'll see my stiffness is super high. Basically, why my stiffness is super high is because having a high stiffness and like not making my car swivel a whole bunch helps me to like focus more on my car positioning, right? gives me more focus, and I can get more powerful shots off of that. FPS is super important, and to not get any stuttering or anything. Camera settings are also super important. They're like almost equally important. FPS, getting good frames, and like having camera settings. So if you're like new and you want to get good camera settings, all you have to do is like either like copy mine, go to pros, or like, so what I did to get my camera settings is I went to a bunch of pros, got all their camera settings, tried them all out, got the one I most liked, then I tweaked it. My video settings are right here. Basically, your video settings and your camera settings are the most important thing. If you want to copy these video settings, these are the settings that give you the most FPS in Rocket League. Okay, so there's really only two things that you need to know before you start doing power shots. Number one is always make sure to boost into the ball, right? So when you're hitting the ball, you're boosting. Otherwise, your car will kind of like fly back, kind of. I'm gonna show you. Okay, so number one, you need to make sure you boost into your hit. Number two, when you make your hit, make sure you use the corner of your car. Now, how do I actually hit it with the corner really easily? So basically, all you have to do is right before you touch it is like turn your car, roll your car like this, and then flip into it, right? And do it the other way. Do it both ways. You can practice this, right? I practice it a lot, so. Okay. Positive and negative tilt. So now I know what you're thinking. Wait, there's positive tilt too? What? And yeah, I know. I just recently learned this. Basically, positive tilt is when basically you're winning a bunch. Say you score like 5 goals in the first minute, right? There's still 4 minutes left in the game, and then all of a sudden they start scoring, right? And you're like, wait, how did? And then they have that comeback and they score 4 goals, and there's 1 minute left. And you're freaking out, kind of, right? You're like, how did this happen? Basically, what happened is you got careless. Basically, positive tilt is when you become too comfortable, right? That you start being aggressive and you stop caring, right? So this happens a lot to me personally. Like we're like 3 goals up, 1 minute left, all of a sudden, and without even realizing it, they scored like 3 goals, and like I'm like, what? What just happened? How did they score? You get too aggressive and stop caring, right? If you stay in positive tilt for too long, you'll go into negative tilt. And basically negative, like, just normal tilt, like, normal, like, negative tilt, basically. You're losing, you're, like, you can't get back into that positive vibe, right? Basically, how I try to, like, stop it is always to stay positive without going to positive tilt, right? Just straight, stay positive, always say, yes, you can do it, right? Give yourself some motivation, right? Just because there's 1 minute left on the clock and you're 3 goals down doesn't mean you can't come back, right? There's no reason you should ever forfeit. Your teammates get tilted, right, and they start forfeiting. Don't say anything to make them more tilted, right? Just like I always say to my teammates, we got this, we can do this. And guess what? Half the time, you actually can, because once you know positive tilt's a thing, you know that the other team probably won't be trying as hard, right? Because they're all in that mood of they've got this, the easy win, you know, you've already won. There's still only 2 minutes left in the game, but we're 4 goals up, so it doesn't matter. You've already won. And then they stop caring and gives you opportunity. And then that breaks down the other team and gives you opportunity to win the game. So that's just for you guys to be aware of. I don't really have any more tips on like how to like get better at it. It just takes time. You can't get too mad. It's a game. Do not get mad at your teammates, most of all. Because once you get mad, and if you get your teammates tilted just because you're tilted and you're saying stuff to them, they're going to get tilted. They're not going to care. They're going to want your team to lose just because they want you to lose and lose them more. You should never get tilted at your teammates. Now, this next one is one that I kind of personalized to me. Basically, this is my strategy on how to practice, right? Number 1, workshop maps. Number 2, player training maps. Number 3 is free play. Basically, what I started doing is I grabbed a bunch of workshop maps, right? There's a bunch of them here. They're not loading in because Rocket League is being mean to me, and it does want me to share my juicy tips, right? So basically, the main ones I do are just like Dribbling Challenge 2. If you don't know how to do a workshop map, just go look it up on YouTube. There's 1,000 of them, right? Basically, Dribbling Challenge 2, when I was first learning how to dribble, you'll see a trend on how I practice. I spent 2 hours each day only using dribble, doing this map, right? And for like a month, right? Maybe in between 1 and 2 hours every day for a whole month, right? Every day for the first like 3 weeks, I couldn't get past like level 5 to 6, and I wouldn't be able to do it, but I didn't care because I knew eventually I would get past it. What I usually did is put on a YouTube video on the side, or just like turn on some music and just like don't even care, don't even think, just try to just like immerse myself into the game and just try to like eventually you'll get the mechanics down. Your muscle memory will eventually get it down, right? Same with aerial training, just did the same thing over and over and over for like 2 weeks to like a month. In between there's usually the sweet spot for me personally. Now some people might get stuff down faster in like a week, or maybe it takes you 2 months. As long as you get your mechanics down. For me personally, it's super entertaining to me to just go in free play. I don't know why I went there. To just go into I don't know why I went there. Training, free play, and sit there for like 3 hours and just watch YouTube videos, listen to music, watch a stream, go on Twitch, right? Do whatever, just sit in free play and just keep practicing each mechanic over and over. Same with custom training. Just do each one. Like I go to like here, I'll just go to like this one, right? For no reason at all, just because doesn't matter. And literally, this shot, I'll do this shot or whatever shot I'm doing a bunch of times in a row, right? Like I don't know why I switched. I would do the same shot like 20 times until I get it down consistently. Then I'll switch them, right? I miss it, right? And then I'll keep doing it, keep doing it. Now, for another one tip is like a lot of people, they need to learn dribbling, flicking, and aerials in order to like succeed in the higher rank. Say you're like plat, right? You need to learn all those things. Don't learn them all at once. Do one of them, right? Like I did, like when I wanted to learn ceiling shots or something, all I did was ceiling shots, right? And eventually you'll get it down. Flip resets, right? Just only do flip resets. And flicking, I only did flicking, I only did dribbling for that whole 2 weeks to a month, right? Each one, I only did one. You never need to do more than one mechanic at a time. Because once you get it down, your muscle memory will keep it down, right? You might need to do like a refresher every once in a while, and that's okay. Only focus on one mechanic at a time, because eventually you'll get them all down. Because if you're trying to hit the higher ranks, it's going to take you a long time anyways, so there's no point in trying to rush. It's going to take, if you're plat, it'll probably take you like 500 hours more to get to like C3 or like GC. But depending on how much you practice. I personally spend 75 to like 80% of my time in trainings and free plays, and I like barely spend any time in actually ranked or like casual. Those are my quick tips on how to rank up fast in Rocket League. I hope this helped you, and if it did, make sure to hit the like button. Anyways, guys, hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.